Good evening, everyone. Today, our discussion topic is about JSON. JSON or JavaScript Object Notation is a format used to represent data. It was introduced in the early 2000s, a part of JavaScript, and gradually expanded to become the most common medium for describing and exchanging text-based data. Today, JSON is the universal standard of data exchange. It is found in every area of programming, including from front end to the end and server end, development, systems, middleware, and databases. JSON was initially developed as a format for communicating between JavaScript clients and backend servers. It quickly gained popularity as a human-readable format that front-end programmers could use to communicate with the backend using a terse, a standardized format. Developers also discovered that JSON was very flexible. You could add, remove, and update files at ease. Next, JSON spread and from front-end JavaScript to client-server communication, and from there to system configuration files, backend language, and all the way to databases. JSON even helped to spur the NoSQL movement that revolutionized the data storage systems. It turned out that the database administrators also enjoyed JSON's flexibility and ease of programming. Today, document-oriented data stores like MongoDB provide an API that works with JSON-like data structures. No matter what type of program you use, they are working on. Software developers need a way to describe and exchange data. This need is found in database, business logic, user interfaces, and all system communications which we use in day-to-day life. There are many approaches to structuring data for exchange. The two broad camps are binary and text-based data. JSON is a text-based format in it, so it is readable by both people and machine as well. JSON is a widely successful way of formatting data for several reasons. First, it's native to JavaScript, and it's used in JavaScript programs as JSON literals. You can also use JSON with other programming languages, so it's useful for data exchange between heterogeneous systems. Finally, it is human readable. For a language data structure, JSON is incredible versatile tool. It is also fairly painless to use, especially when compared to other formats. JSON are incredibly flexible when it comes to the structure that they provide. In a language like Java, strong typing and abstract types are very much helpful. In SQL stores, a schema provides a similar structure. If you need more structure in your JSON documents, you can use JSON schema to explicitly define the characteristics of the JSON objects. Once defined, you can use the schema to validate object instances and ensure that they confirm the schema. JSON's popularity is correlated to that of JavaScript. With its ease of use and short learning curve, JavaScript has brought more new developers to write software than any other language in the software industry. With JSON's native integration with the most popular development platform, it is not surprising that more questions are asked about JSON on Stack Overflow than any other data and interchange format. Most importantly, simplicity is something that's attractive and luring many people towards it. Popular examples of popular public data sources which use JSON are World Health Organization, World Bank, and various government entities which have access to the public data. When it comes to the advantages of the the JSON, it has a various different advantages. In most scenarios, JSON is undoubtedly easier to read in its expanded form than XML. One admitted true criticism of XML is that it can contain a considerable amount of markup, making it less than friendly to the reader's eyes and adding unnecessary bulk to the data transfers. JSON was developed in reaction to this clutter with the goal of simplifying the parsing engine and reducing markup overhead. JSON can have a substantially lower character count, reducing the overhead in data transfers, and can also easier to parse, but this is only relevant if one is writing a parser, which is not a common activity at this point of time. While talking about advantages, there are few critical disadvantages while developing the JSON. JSON is not well suited to combining information sets from different systems. And it does not directly support the extension of base types like that, which is possible in XML. JSON is not reviewed by a universal standards committee as well. And we have other few disadvantages. There is a fundamental mismatch between JSON and HTML, the language of virtually all websites. I'll conclude that JSON is one of the most essential technologies in the modern software landscape. It is crucial to JavaScript, but also used in a common mode of interaction between a wide range of technology. Fortunately, The very thing that makes JSON so useful makes it relatively easy to understand. It is concise and readable format for representing textual data. Thank you, $1.